Good morning, Year 3. It is the 12th of January, and this is the last session I'm going to do this half term on telling the time. I know we've been learning how to tell the time, but today we're going to look at telling the time with the hour hand as well. Okay, so could you write that down in your books, and could you underline it with today's short date? I've not underlined it, so I will. Note that I've got capital T. And moving on. Pause it if you need to. Next slide. Right, guys, we've been learning how to draw an analog clock face, and if I just get rid of all the bits I put on it, you know that you start with a north, an east, a south and a west, and then you put these divisions on. There are two between there, and two between those, two between those, and two between those. And we know that these dividers, these divisions, are to do with the hour hand, not the hour hand, the minute hand, aren't they? Because they're counting in intervals. What were they counting at? What were they going up and again? That's 0. That's got to be 5, 10, 15, 20. Well done. And if we go this way, because it can also count backwards, there's 0. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20. So they're going backwards in fives, and also they're going forwards in fives, okay? We know we've got a belly button in the middle, and we know we've got the minute hand, which is really long. So take a moment, find something circular to draw around, and draw me an analog clock face. Okay, pause it if you need to. Play when you're ready. Right, just to check that you know your minute hand positions, you know the minute hand is really long because it tickles the outside, it tickles the minutes. When the minute hand is at the top, it says o'clock, well done. When the minute hand is there, what does it say? Well done, it says quarter past. Can you tell me how many minutes past that would be? With that 0, it's 5, 10. Well done, it's 15 minutes past. If the minute hand was there, what would that say? Well done, it's half past. How many minutes past is that though? That's 0, that's 5, 10, 15, 25. Well done, it's also 30 minutes past. If the minute hand was there, is that 2 or is that past now? Is it on the 2 side or the past side? Well done, it's on the 2 side, and it says 1:45. Well done. But how many minutes 2 is it? Well, to work that out, you've got to go back to 0 and count this way in fives. So that it would be 5, 10, 15 minutes 2, because it's on the 2 side. This is the 2 side. If I put the minute hand there, what would the minute hand be saying? Well done, 5:2. If I put the minute hand there, what would it be saying? Let's count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25:2 or 25 past? Well done, 25:2, because it's on the 2 side. Okay, so let's just give me a recap that, don't do that, naughty. All of these, I can make that longer, but I might use that line. This side here is the 2 side. No, it's not true. This side here is the past side, and this side here is the 2 side. Okay? Right, if you've got all of those right, and you know your 2s from your pasts, and you can do it off by heart, then you are ready for the next slide. If you're not working well through your minute hand, you need to stop there and go back and do the worksheet on the minute hand again. Okay? If you're ready though, next slide's for you. Right, this clock face looks a bit different. Let me just get rid of some of the things. Oh, there's Running Man. So what I've done this time is I've still got my north, east, south and west. I've still got my my dividers, and these are still going up and around in fives. But I've got a bit of a problem now because imagine I've got somebody that's running, and they're running around the clock face. And when they get to the top again, they get back to the beginning. And then they do another lap. And another lap. And if you're not careful, you begin to lose track of how many laps they've done. And in a way, our minute hand is like our Running Man. Because our minute hand goes around the clock. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 55, and then it gets to 60, but at 60 it starts again. It resets back to 0, and it goes again. It's done one lap. This is now the second lap. This is now the third lap. And every time our minute hand goes around the clock face and does a lap, it's an hour, it's 60 minutes. So a little bit like the man running, if he runs and runs and runs, he's run for 1 hour. Now he's on his second lap, so now he's run for 2 hours. Now he's run for 3 hours. Now he's run for 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we could go absolutely mad. And it's really hard to keep track of. So that's why we need an hour hand. And the hour hand tells you how many laps the minute hand's done. So let's pretend the minute hand goes round. Ooh, the minute hand goes round. It's done one lap. It's done one circuit. It's done one circle. So it points to the 1. And the hour hand isn't long. It's quite stubby. And the hour hand talks to these numbers, because these are the numbers of laps. These are the hours that are being clocked up, that are being remembered by the clock. Okay, so when the minute hand goes around again, ooh, now it's done 2 laps, so it goes to the number 2. If it went around again, got a very clicky button, it would be now on the 3rd lap, lap number 3. So just to help us keep track of it, the hour hand says, right, you've gone around 3 times now. So the hour hand, which is much shorter, can barely reach the outside, tells you how many laps, or as we say in time, how many hours have passed. And it's the hour hand that talks to these numbers. Not the minute hand, the hour hand. Okay? Right. So let's have a look at this then. Let's try and start telling the time. We know when the minute hand is at the top, it says o'clock. And what o'clock is it? It's, well done, it's 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock's easy peasy. If I said to you, oh, the minute hand now is at the bottom. When it's at the bottom, what does it say, the minute hand? Well done, it says past. But there's a bit of a trick here with the minute hand. The minute hand, as it moves towards the next hour, it slowly moves across. Okay, now we know this is past. Okay, it's past. And with past, you always go to the hour before. I don't know why. Okay, so it's past, is it 3 or 4? Past, oh, it's got to be the one before. It's 3:30. Okay, let's have a look. Let's do, what time would that be? That's o'clock, and it's pointing at the number 4, so it must say, well done, it says 4 o'clock. If I made it go to there, what would the minute hand be saying now? Minute hand says 10 to or 10 past? Well done, it says 10 past. When it's at 10 past, the minute hand, not the minute hand, the hour hand sort of does that. And most of the time you say, well, which one's it nearer? Is it nearer the 4 or is it nearer the 5? And it's nearer the 4. So that would be 10 minutes past 4, because it's nearer. Okay, let's have a look again. Let's go for maybe that one. This time I'm going to pretend it's, ooh, I'm not going to break it. I'm going to go here, ready? Now, start with the minute hand. What's the minute hand saying? When it sticks over there, it says quarter, well done, quarter past. It's not looking very long, is it, the minute hand? Let's make it bigger. Quarter past, but quarter past what? Quarter past which hour? Well, which one's it nearest? The 6 or the 7? Yep, it's nearest the 6, so that says quarter past 6, okay? All right, let's do this one here, right. What's the minute hand saying? What's the green minute hand saying? Well done, it's saying 5, oh, 5:02 or 5 past? Well done, 5:02. So it's 5:02, we know that, but 5 to what? 5 to 7 or 5 to 8? Well, which one's at nearest? Well done, it's 5 to 8. And we'll just do one more. Let's go there, and let's, What's that minute hand saying? Is it saying 2:45 or 2:15? Well done, it's saying 2:45 or 15 minutes to. So we know it's 2:45. But what's the hour hand saying? Is it 11:45 or is it 1:45? Well, which one's it nearest? Well done. So it's 1:45. Okay. Now, if you don't get all of them right, it doesn't really matter because some are tricky. But if you get, let's say 6 or 7 out of 10 right, it means that you're confident for the stage. We will do time another 4 times before the summer. So this is the first step, telling the time to the nearest 5 minutes. Have a go at the worksheet. Show me what you get. I'd love to see.